Okay, so I promised a friend that I would do this sooner than later, so here we go. So I start off with, we got Amazing Agent Luna, and it's a sequel or prequel, Amazing Agent Jennifer. It was a good series for the most part. I think it was Seven Seas, one of their first major releases back when they started. And this series actually, I think it took a hiatus sometime in the mid-2000s, and then it came back with volume 6 to 11, finishing it off then. And then they released the prequel series after. So we go to my favorite series here, or one of them anyway. We got Mahoratic. It's 8 volumes. Yeah, it's one of my favorite series, I'd say. A lot of nostalgia with it. A lot of my favorite characters are from that show, and the story in the manga is pretty good. The anime didn't really do it justice. You know, maybe they'll redo it in the future, but who knows. I just got these recently. This is the Gundam Seed manga. Yeah, it was a good series as well. Again, nostalgia for that. I actually sold this series years ago and just wanted to get them back in. Found 2 sellers on eBay that had the Gundam Seed and then who had Destiny. Bought them same day. Cost me a pretty penny, but it was worth it. Now, this is definitely one of my favorite series as well. This is Galax Angel, released by Broccoli Books sometime in the early 2000s to mid 2000s. It's not finished though, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but you know, that's how it goes. Broccoli Books, who was the publisher releaser at the time, they stopped making these in the North American market. They finished it in Japan, but not here, unfortunately. So, I really love the story of this series in particular, and almost every character is pretty likable. So, Galax Angel 2 was a sequel. Beta was it was after this, but this is when they switched. I don't want to say publisher, but they switched something, and so this went on hold, and then they released it again to finish it off, and they called it Galax Angel Beta instead. But it's still technically one series here. And then they went with the sequel series, which had a new cast, and it's 6 volumes long, I believe, but in North America they only released up to 3. Again, unfortunate, but you know, that's the way it goes. I just got this as well. This is the Chobits manga. I do have the bigger 2 volumes, it's 4-in-1 that Dark Horse Comics released, but I saw the box artwork for this and I've never seen it before, and I just thought it was really gorgeous and I had to have it. And I'm a big I like all the spines to look the same, and I know Tokyo Pop did 2 versions of this, one with this, and then with their more signature red logo like that. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that for the most part. Yeah, it was about $100 Canadian, so not too bad. Another series I got here, this is called Forget Me Not. 7 volumes. It's a really good story. It's about a guy who kind of goes through his life and all his different relationships that he's had with different women, and it's pretty good. I'd say if you're into romance, it's definitely one I would look into. The ending's pretty good for the most part. My best girl didn't win, I'll just say that. Won't say anymore. I do have a lot, but I've sold a lot over the years too, so you know, we got Romeo and Juliet and Darker Than Black. I've only read these once, and I only just really keep them to have them. Didn't really care too much for the stories in particular. Wasn't a big fan, but again, I just keep them just to have them. Another one of my favorite series here, A Silent Voice, 7 volumes. Very good story as well. They made a movie about this in 2016, though the movie was really good. I would opt more for a series, because there's a lot of character development, in the manga, so kind of sucks they can't really flesh that out in the show. But anyway, this is the Banner of the Star series. This one is interesting because they switched artist after the after the first 2 volumes. So you can see here, that's the artwork for the volume 1. It's a pretty good story for the most part. Have nothing really bad to say about it or anything like that. Yeah, so they went with this. It's completely different art. It's crazy, but still a good story. And then here's the Silent Voice. Here's like the box set. I haven't opened it yet. I got it again just to have it. The artwork's really nice on it. So you can see it there. It's pretty good. Yeah. Ooh, there we go. Now this here is a one-shot manga, so 1 volume. That's what one-shot means. It's really cute. Bunch of different characters and relationships, and I really liked it. I wish they did more, but guess that wasn't the writer's intention. But it was a cute story. Characters are great. Nothing bad to say about that. We'll go over to this side. So this series was also really good. I really love the story in this. There's a sort of a love triangle in it, and it's about a girl who just kind of feels isolated and kind of feels left out in her school and around her classmates. And then she happens to get the attention of 2 of the most popular boys in school. Whoa, you know, very original. Now this is the, what's this? Oh, Kilauea Princess. So I got this a few years ago. This was actually released by Tokyo Pop some time ago, and then they re-released it about a couple years ago. 5 volumes, features Disney princesses, which is kind of interesting. That's why I kind of picked it up, you know. I guess, you know, you could say it's geared towards like more like a female audience, but you know, it's 2021, like whatever, like I'll read what I want. But yeah, it's a good story. If any of you like Disney, you like princesses, I'd say give it a go. Now, I'll get these out of the way and come back to that. So we got Dawn of the Arcana here. This is a great story too. It kind of, for me, it kind of lost where it was going at the end. So the ending was kind of anticlimactic, but other than that, the story's really good. I'm not really telling you, you know, about the stories of these. Like, I'm just going to show you them, and if you want to pick them up and check them out for yourself, that's on you, right? So, but again, I'm a big romance fan, so most of the stuff here has at least some kind of romantic, what's the word I'm looking for? I forgot. Well, anyway, almost everything I have is, like, involves romance in some way, even if it's not the main purpose of the story, it's in there. Now we got a series here. This one is ongoing. Sure, maybe some of you know this already. The anime was called Watamore, but that's the English title. So, you know, Japan's really known for making these long titles, and then they get translated into this. This is obviously it's a great story too. Just about this girl who's like really I don't want to say antisocial, but she's just she doesn't know how to talk to people, and she's really weird, I guess you could say. So this series is ongoing. It's more comedy. This probably doesn't have a lot of romance compared to some of that stuff I read, but it's got a bit of it. I'll say that. So yeah, you can see it's got a lot of volumes. I'm actually those are the ones I put aside here. So here's more of them. So I got 15 here, but I believe they're up to 16 or 17 now here in North America. I can't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's at right now. So I've been collecting these, you know, for years now, and they release maybe 2-3 volumes a year. So you can probably guess how long I've been collecting that for. Now we'll get to the bottom shelf here. Some not some of my favorite stuff here, but just, you know, stuff I have because they were complete. This isn't complete though, but this is the Zelda manga that was done by this guy here, I can't say his name, I'm not going to butcher it, so. Obviously, you know, I played the games when I was a kid, so I had to have these. You got part 2. And then you got Majora's Mask. Yeah. Only ones I have, there's more that based off the other video games, but those are the ones I like and have, so. Oh, jeez, everything's falling. So one thing about all these books. Okay, so we got, this is a Clamp Wish. One of their older stories, I think. Again, not one of my favorites, but, you know, I saw it online. It was really cheap. I got it years ago off of eBay. Good story for the most part. Probably won't read it again, so I just kind of hang on to it to have it, because you can't, it's out of print, so just good to have it. This series here, Fall in Love Like a Comic. It's a pretty good story too. You know, obviously romance. Art's really good for the most part. I have no complaints about it. It's only 2 volumes, so if you want a quick read, definitely recommend that. Some other stuff here, Stance of Waltz, 3 volumes. Don't really care to get into it. I just have it to have it. Not one of my favorites, really, I would say. Another one-shot. It's called Zombie Fairy. It was good for the most part. I can't remember. I saw it in a magazine, and I saw it advertised there, and that's how I actually found out about it. So the writer actually had planned to potentially turn this into a longer story, but it didn't quite work out. And I think the publisher is actually no longer making books, so it's not focusing there. I apologize for that. Anyway, yeah, just one shot. Good story. Characters are good, funny. Romance isn't too heavy on it, but it's still there. Another one shot. Mistress Fortune. I got this in years ago as well, out of Chapters. My brother actually picked it up for me. He actually picked up this one and this one, both one shots. I was browsing, I wasn't sure what I wanted, and I said, hey, you know, like if you see something I might be interested, let me know. And he found these 2 by chance. And luckily they're both one shots, so, you know, don't have to spend a lot of money to get them. And yeah, they were good stories for the most part. Probably won't read them again, but if you want to check them out, go ahead. Here's those Chobits volumes I talked about that Dark Horse released. So they're really big, and I've only read them once each. But the thing about, you know, the spine being really big is like, it's just really hard to get a handle on it, and I don't really want to bend the crease, like make a big crease in the middle. So I don't really touch them. But they have, in these editions, they put a lot of the original artwork from the manga in it, and they colorized it, so it looks really great. Welcome to the NHK. Now this, I'm sure a lot of you guys know about this. It's one of the classics now, I guess. It's a very good story. It's about a guy who just like thinks everyone's out to get him, and he believes in conspiracy theories, and he's a NEET. So it's a good story for the most part. 8 volumes. Picked that up from a guy in my hometown, and it was $35 actually, which is a pretty good deal, I think, for the most part. You know, less than $5 a book. So, Toradora, yes. Still reading this. I haven't gotten around to finishing it yet. I think they have 1 more volume or 2 more to release here in North America. I don't actually know, but I'll look that up later. But yeah, I'm still reading it. Again, it's one of the more classic series now. Good story for the most part. You know, I have not much to say about all these. Like I said, like, you know, if you want to check them out, go ahead. But I won't really get into it. Not Lives. This one, I haven't really read yet. I bought the whole series because I just really like the artwork, and the story seemed interesting to me. But I haven't gotten around to it. I think I got to volume 3, and I just haven't read it. yet from there. I'll get around to it, but you know. So you got Dot Hack, Legend of the Twilight. Now, the thing about this series was I bought this from a friend years ago, and then I sold it, and then I regretted doing that. So when I was at Anime North, which is in Toronto, I ended up getting this first. So it's not sealed, but you know, it's all three. It was there, and I really wanted them. So, but the next day we went to the dealer's room, and by chance I found the series again, but sealed. So I was like, well, you know, I don't need it, but it looks cool, so might as well get it, right? So yeah, if you like Dot Hack, I'd recommend it. It's not, I guess it's not as a serious tone as Dot Hack Sign, but cute story for the most part. Art's really cute, so. Now this series here is actually one of my friend of mine's. It's one of his favorite series, I believe, or the artist is one of his favorite. I can't remember, but it was an okay series for the most part. Probably won't read it again, but just another series to keep. I do like keeping a lot of the stuff I buy. If I've at least read it all the way through, then I'll keep, you know, all the volumes, because, you know, everything's going to be out of print eventually, right? That's just the nature of, you know, everything. So, in terms of manga, you know. Kokoro Connect, not much to say about this one. Anime was good. I watched it sub first, but then when I rewatched, I watched it dubbed, which is okay. Not gonna get in a debate about it, but I do prefer dub just because I wear glasses and it's just easier on my eyes not to wear them all the time when I'm reading subtitles. So if I can, I will opt for watching dub. Again, no debate. You know, you do you. That's whatever. Not much to say about this one here. I bought this at Walmart, actually. Not too extraordinary in terms of characters or the story. It's just a kind of a one-off. Probably won't read it again. Oh, these are hard to do. And I guess we'll finally to Full Metal Alchemist. Yes, I've got the box set. So I bought this from a guy in my hometown. He wanted $100, and I said, okay, you know, I'll take it. Like, I'll meet you today, because, you know, these are like worth like over $200 to $300 new now. So I'll open it up so you can see it. It's pretty cool. It's got all the volumes. Obviously, it comes with a poster and a novel here. I haven't gotten around to reading it because I watched both series and the movies when I was younger, so, but I'll eventually get there. It's just nice to have, you know. Again, it was $100, so I'm not complaining. Now another series I got here, just give me a minute. Okay, so this is Strobe Edge. I haven't got around to reading this either. Got it from someone off Kijiji like 2 years ago. It's a complete set, 10 volumes. And surprisingly, I looked this up recently and I don't know why, but volume 2, the English release anyway, is very hard to find. Oh, sorry, that's volume 6. Silly me. There we go. Or is it volume 6? Maybe it was volume 6. I'm sorry. No, it was volume 6, yeah. Volume 6 is really hard to find for some reason. I don't know why. So I've seen this go on eBay for the whole series with volume 2 for like about $300 Canadian. And it looks like it's just gonna keep going up, so I'm gonna hang on to these, and they're in pretty much good shape for the most part. Again, a lot of my books have some yellowing on them, but not much you can do about that with the change in temperatures here in Canada. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I got not much to say about anything else. I've been collecting for years, and like I said, I've sold a lot of stuff, so yeah, that's a bit about it. All right, I'm done.